The biggest risk in 2026 is not losing your job. It's being unseen when opportunities are created. Hello, business leaders. Welcome to CEO Coffee Conversation with Neetu Choudhary. I work with board CEOs and senior leaders to master executive speaking, strategic conversation, influencing people, standing out in the market, and being remarkable. Let me ask you something direct. If your organization or in your dream company today, if a big opportunity opens up, a global project, a leadership role, a key stage, would your name ever come up? Would you be the first choice for board of directors and everybody in the leadership team? Not because, and I'm asking this question not because you are not capable and not because you are not intelligent, but because are you visible when it matters the most? Because in today's world, this is not only about the communication, it's a big career risk. We are living in the time where AI is producing a lot of information, answers faster than any human can do. Processes are being automated, jobs are being redefined, and companies are restructuring faster than ever before. Layoffs are happening even in the high performing industries. So the question is no longer how good you are technically, but the real question now is how clearly can you communicate with your values when it matters? You can be brilliant at what you do, a strategist, an engineer, finance leader, product expert, procurement expert. You could be expert in your field. But if you cannot articulate your ideas clearly, confidently, and in a structured way, someone else will interpret them for you, and that person will get the opportunities which you deserve. And here is the uncomfortable truth: opportunities do not go to the best people, they go to the most visible person. Let me repeat it. Opportunities do not go to the best people, they go to the most visible people. So if you are the best in your industry, technically sound, but if you are not seen, like you are the best kept secret, what is the use of that one? So let's connect this with the reality. In boardrooms today, decisions are not made only on capability, they are made on who shows up with clarity, who communicates with confidence under pressure, who can simplify complexities, who can present their ideas without hurting sentiments, and who can influence without authority and manage conflict very diplomatically. Who is that person? That person is chosen by the board and the leadership team for leading, for representing the company. And this is exactly where executive speaking becomes critical, because speaking is no longer about the stage presence. It's about career presence, leadership presence, and market presence. This is so important for your survival. And in the age of AI, where everything is becoming automated, your voice becomes your biggest differentiator. And let me repeat that one more time. When everything is getting automated with AI, your voice, your ideas, and your presence becomes your biggest differentiator. Not your resume, not your certificate, not even your experience. 10,000 other people have exactly the same. But your voice, your presence, and your stories are what makes you stand out. And your ability to be heard, understood, and remembered, that's what makes you stand out. So there is a big invisibility problem is there with professionals, especially senior professional. And let me say something which most people avoid to say out loud. There are two kind of professionals are there. One group is extremely skilled, but they stay invisible and they keep crying that when opportunity is there, we are so talented, why we are not getting it. Another group which is not so skilled, but yes, they are having that minimum criteria. They are visible, they are vocal, and they are confident. And in most cases, visibility wins. And we all know that you look around yourself, who gets the more number of opportunities. So it's not because it's unfair or something, but because it is how human system works. People remember what they see. And When they feel that someone is confident, they remember that. So your visibility matters a lot. Now think about this. If you're not speaking up, if you're not sharing your ideas, if you're not participating in conversation, then you are slowly becoming the most well kept secret in your industry. And well kept secrets don't get rewarded. And in the world today, being a secret is not a compliment. You're not in that group which gets promoted, which gets the opportunity. It's a limitation. Because when opportunities arise, nobody searches for the most silent person, they search for the most present one. And that's why the executive speaking is so important. And executive speaking is not being loud, it's not, it's more about being clear. It's about structuring your thoughts in real time, speaking with confidence even when like uncertainty is there, communicating your ideas that influence decision, and being able to stand out in front of senior leaders, and you own your space. So in such a world, your ability to communicate becomes your survival skill, not just a leadership skill. It is a survival skill, because people who speak well get promoted faster, get invites for strategic rooms, get visibility without asking for it, get opportunities before even they are announced. So by the time you come to know about an opportunity, somebody has already taken that opportunity. So if this has resonated with you so far, especially if you're a board member, CEO, senior leader, or senior professional, navigating executive speaking challenges, this is exactly where I work with business leaders. I help leaders speak smart, stand out, and become truly remarkable in the room. People cannot forget you actually. Once you start working with, it's difficult for people to forget you. And I do this through three different pathways. So let me quickly brief you about that one. The three different pathways which I work with leaders. The first one is executive speaking coaching. It's a 6 month deep dive program is there, very structured, in-depth coaching journey where I work closely with leaders to build executive presence, clarity on their thoughts under pressure, high impact communication, confidence, structured speaking in leadership environment. And this is not the surface level discussion, it's a transformation of how you communicate as a leader. The second thing which I do with the leaders is that executive speaking masterclass, which is like open. Sometimes I think three times in a year it's open for the public. So it's a very signature program. As I said, I am a Six Sigma black belt, and I have designed my own framework for keynote speaking and communication. So I use that framework, which I've used for last 25 years for myself and for all business leaders. I share that framework with the business leaders so that they can use that one in this masterclass. And this is a very powerful experience designed for visibility and real world application. It's a one full day immersive masterclass, comes with the half day again later after a few weeks for the practice session, and 1 year featured as a keynote speaker on the speaker portal, in-house speaking opportunities, external event referral. So a lot of things comes with this one. It's like a complete package. Learning is just the 50% of the another 50% is making sure that you get opportunities, you practice, you build that confidence. And this is designed for creating a bigger impact in the society. So this is the second thing I do. And the third way, the way I help business leaders for the executive speaking is CEO, especially for CEOs, when they go for speaking on stage or some important conversation is there, their keynotes are so important. And I do the executive keynote design advisory for them. For CEOs and senior leaders who already speak but want to elevate impact, I work directly with them to design powerful keynote that help them stand out at conferences, town hall meetings, board meetings, or high stake presentation, especially the client presentation. So we focus on shaping the message in a sharp, strategic, and memorable way. So your ideas don't just get delivered, but they get remembered for really long time. And remember, people, when they remember your message, they come back for services or opportunities to you. So your message has to be remembered by your audience, then only you will start getting more opportunities. So let's continue. For people, those who are listening to this session so far, let me share 5 truths about the executive speaking. And this is so powerful. I want all of you to start using this one. The first one is it stop thinking and start doing. Most people, they want to improve their executive speaking, but they are not doing anything about it. So just stop thinking about it and start doing, because speaking is not learned in theory. It's learned on stage by doing mistake, fixing it, next time again doing it, trying new things. So it's built on the real conversation in real practice. And that's why with all the ways which the way I work with my business leaders, whether it's executive coaching, it's advisory for the keynote or the masterclass, there is always a support for one entire year so that they can build those capabilities. The second thing which I want to tell to our audience today, especially the business leaders, is that practice is not optional. It is everything. The more you practice, the good you become at it. Speaking is like a muscle. You have to keep practicing it, make mistakes. I've spoken so many times, still I do a lot of mistakes. I go and improvise it. So you have to keep just working on that one. The third one is being an introvert is not a limitation. So, saying that I'm an introvert, I'm a shy person, I have never spoken, I'm not a native speaker, these are just excuses. I'm an introvert and I'm not a native English speaker, and still I'm doing it. I've spoken across the globe, and my audience simply love it. So, yes, your content has to be strong, language and accent, and all these things. Your audience just don't pay attention to that one. And the fourth thing which I want you to keep in mind and start doing is, if you think you don't need to speak, someone else is already doing that. They are already speaking, and they are already getting ahead of you quietly, consistently, and confidently. So if you're not learning executive speaking and you're not excelling into it, someone else is doing and you will be left behind. The fifth one, which is very important, is visibility compounds. Every time you speak, you build credibility. Every time you stay silent, you lose a small opportunity to be remembered. And over time, that difference is massive. It magnifies. So, visibility does matter and it compounds eventually. So, yes, think about this one. And so, we have spoken for so long and you stayed with me, so this means you are interested in executive speaking. And I want to say something very important is, in a world of AI, uncertainties, layoffs, rapid changes, this is happening all around us. We all know these stories. And do you want to remain capable but invisible, or do you want to be seen, heard, and chosen for the right opportunity? You have to make a decision now, because your decision will decide what is your tomorrow. So make a decision. If you're already ready to step into visibility and to build executive presence, speaking confidently, and leadership communication, then we have a masterclass coming up. You can join that one. Otherwise, executive speaking coaching is always there. So you can join that one whenever you are ready. And thank you so much for joining us today. I wish you a very good luck, and I wish everyone hears your story. Just be remarkable. Thank you so much.